Whichever you want to use. Okay, forward. This is Ivy. And what she's going to do, she's actually, I'm going to walk you through, and Ivy's going to show you. We've got a tube for you. And actually a bottle. Now, these are of course generic bottles, folks, because we don't have permission to use any kind of like product placement or anything like that. And what you're going to do is you're going to hold the bottle just like Ivy has. And you've got the tube. And now you see the tube is completely empty, folks. And you're going to slide that down over the bottle. And then you're going to put your hand on the other side. So you have a nice little package there. And we're going to turn once, twice, 3 times. And then if you open up your tube, your bottle should look exactly like that. Okay. Now you see the idea of this, you have to follow along, just like I did. Okay. So let's try one more time. Let's go ahead and just start back from scratch. So go ahead and pull your tubes apart and get your bottle. And what we're going to do is have you put that tube right on your hand, just nice and flat like the Ivy's got it there. And we're going to have you drop the bottle on the top, maybe more to this top, folks. Go ahead, drop it on in, and put your hand back over. We're going to try this one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And then if you open it up, it should look, wait a minute, it should look like that. Now I don't understand what's going on here. You're following along just like I was doing. And it should end up just like it was, like that. But every time you do it, it seems to end up like that. This is the part where everybody laughs and applauds. Everybody's still trying to figure out, wait a minute. And actually, young lady, if you like, after the show is over, you might do it. We have some special thank you. We'll let you get back to your seat. See, that's the whole thing about having a show, folks. It's about entertaining. It's what this is all about. Because back in Victorian times, there wasn't really television. The only form of entertainment was live entertainment. So people would come out and see shows that traveled around. That was actually the start of the early traveling circuses. And then when it came to the United States, there were still performers who traveled around. But a gentleman by the name of T.T. Barnum wanted to take something one step further. And he actually created a building that housed all of the curiosities and oddities that we normally see in the circus. But he also incorporated elements of the zoo. He had live animals in that building. It became known as the American Museum. It was also considered the first sideshow. T.T. Barnum was actually the father of the modern museum, because that was the first time a building had ever been used for that purpose. And since it was also a sideshow, he gets credit for coining that term as well. He's kind of basically the father of the American form of entertainment, since that's what the sideshow is credited to be. And now that I've given you guys enough more, I'm going to start you guys want me to get back to the crazy stuff. Right?
Yeah.
Good? Yeah? Please do. Oh, good! See, folks, you have to play along. It's kind of like an Ozzy Osbourne show. The crazier you guys get, the crazier we get. And sometimes we'll throw something out there that's crazy, that's wild, that's unique. Matter of fact, like our next act.
Woo!
I'm glad you guys went to this. Because you see, there's a little thing of light. This is not fire. This is a torch. There's a difference. Torches. So you kind of have fun on the show. But ladies and gentlemen, what this actually is this is a propane torch. It's actually used for sweating pipes. Melting metal. That's about 1100 degrees. For those of you that aren't familiar with medical history, it takes a couple hundred degrees to burn yourself. 1,000 degrees can actually take the flesh off of it. 1100. Guess where it's going?
The spear.
That's right, sir. Straight to the tip of my tongue. Now, again, folks, remember, train professionals. Don't try this stuff at home. Can you guys see that? Nice and pretty little flame. And I'm doing this with the beard. Oh! And next time you folks think that your job is I can use that all day. I should have thought about that in advance. Missed opportunity. Okay. So you made me lose my train of thought. Now we've come to one of my favorite acts, folks. It's actually an act that's brand new this show. We haven't been performing it for very long. Actually, to be truthfully honest, it's only made its appearance in about 3 of our shows. Because of the simple fact of, 1, this act is completely insane, and that's why I love doing it. 2, power tools. What I have here is actually an electric chainsaw, folks. We have to use electric because they said no gas engines in the building for obvious reasons, but it does work. And what I'm going to do with this is actually going to have Jack help me out. Because you see, Jack is going to play the part of a wonderful dinner. For those of you who've never had a stuffed pig with an apple in its mouth, Jack will be playing that part. It's my shot to put it any way I want. Now he wants to argue with me about it. Folks, he's about to stand out in the middle of the stage with an apple in his mouth and let me carve into it with a chainsaw. But trust me, he's a stuffed pig. Now, don't worry, folks, we are taking the safety precautions. We're going to have the gentleman wear goggles because we don't want him to get out of his eye. Are you ready, Jack?
Yes, I am, sir.
Good, you have your apple.
Where's that?
The apple is right here. Now we're going to have to put that in your mouth. Now I'm going to have to do this chainsaw. Now I'm going to correctly, I'm going to carve an X right into that apple. And Jack won't get hurt. If not, well, folks, it's going to be a bloody mess. That's why I love doing this. Woohoo! Now I'm getting to that part. You know what, folks? Hang on one second. This happens to crazy enough. I said we like to do things on the dangerous side. So what we're going to do is we're going to add an extra level. I'm going to put a bag over my head.
All right.
Yeah, you folks thought this show was crazy before. Now, Jack, remember, be sure to make a lot of noise. Notice he can't do that, folks. He's got an apple in his mouth. Now, remember, don't move. Now, folks, if you want to help me out, I hope you're that direction. If not, I'm looking the wrong way. Hang on. Are they over here?
No.
Okay. Okay. Now, what you guys need to do, if I'm on target, make noise so I know I'm going the right way. If not, well, yeah.
Oh!
Okay, remember, you have to go over the chainsaw, folks. I said I'm going for an X, folks, that's one. Remember, Jack, don't move. I think I got where you're at. That's the only meal you'll get for the day. Again, if you guys think you have a hard job, you're more than welcome to come up here and stand with the apple in your mouth. Okay, what else do we have? You want to do the cute act? Okay, good. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, there are some signature acts we try to do in every show. And here in this show, we have something that's very special. Those of you might have met him already. He kind of is one of the performers that travels everywhere. This is also the youngest performer in our show. You see, even though we kind of have fun with a lot of the rules, there are some things we need to learn. And actually, as far as animals go, most